Hey y'all, hey, I'm back. So, I told you guys that I was gonna be refocusing this channel back to what it originally began for, and today we'll start that off. Today our topic is health and hygiene, hygiene and health. We are going to be knocking out the big H's, okay? So, like, I can't speak for all, but I know personally when it came to hygiene, it went from my mother doing it, my grandmother, whoever was doing it, to me having to take care of it myself. And if I came out that bathroom looking crazy, I was probably gonna get a whooping. So no real transition from one to the other. So if you are struggling in this area, give yourself grace. A lot of us were not properly taught, and what can you do? But when you know, right? So today I am going to be helping you in the knowing with hygiene and health and the things that marinate between them. So let's take a minute. Take some deep breaths in your nose, out your mouth, in your nose, out your mouth. Just some deep breaths for grace, right? So, there are a lot of things that need to be covered, and I am going to be covering them. If you know, your girl is holistic. But I'm not, no judgment on the other side. You do what you do. If the other things, I'm going to address it from my point of view, and we'll just we'll try to double team it. So, first off with hygiene, is oral care and showers, baths, right? So I make my own toothpaste. I use coconut oil, clove, and baking soda. And I know that a lot of people use the toothpaste from the store. I am asking you to honor yourself with not using toothpaste with fluoride in them. It's not good for you. So I'm not telling you to be the extreme of making your own toothpaste, but if you can get a toothpaste without fluoride in it, then that is my suggestion. But if you do want to make your own toothpaste, I take the cloves and just ground them up. I have a guacamole bowl that I grind down the clove in, or you can get clove powder, but just put 2 teaspoons of the baking soda in there, a healthy serving of whatever you're using, putting your toothpaste in the container of coconut oil, and I would say about 2 teaspoons of clove. So you just mix that on up, and you have some toothpaste. Now when you're going to brush, they say your ABCs. I don't know if that was for hand washing, but it was probably for hand washing, but it'll work out the same. As you go around your mouth, really making sure that you're getting to your back teeth. I know a lot of people focus on the front because that's what people can see, but your mouth is your mouth, okay? You need to get all up in through there. So make sure that you're really going back to get to your back teeth, on the outside, on the tops, on the inside. Really brushing and getting in there. Coming around the front, going up and down on your front teeth, circular motions, taking that around back to the other side, all the way back, outside, top, inside. Coming around to brush the inside of your bottom and your top teeth, brushing the top of your mouth, brushing your gums, your top and bottom, and brushing your tongue. I know sometimes it'll get you where you gotta gag. Get the back of your tongue. Make sure that you are thoroughly cleaning out your mouth, because gum disease, your organs are connected to your teeth. Your organs are connected to your teeth. So a lot of times when you're having problems in your gums, your body will be affected. I know. I know, but God made an amazing creation. It is all one, okay? As above is below, okay? So you have your brain up here. Your intestines is your lower brain. So that is why it is so important with the things that you are eating, because the breakdown is telling your body that you care what's going on or you don't. So yeah, you fold your body in half. You have everything that's above is below. It's like okay. So moving on to showers. You gotta take your time. A lot of people rush a shower, or they're like in there just like marinating on their day. When you are in the shower, I always start with a good rinse. Okay, just let the water flow. Let it touch on every part of you, and just rinse it down, so you know that when you come in with the soap, that you're gonna get that thing. I use black soap, and I've been using black soap for years. I heard somebody say that it made them darker. I don't know why they thought that. Clearly, black soap has not made me any darker. Back to focus, because your girl gets distracted, so let me get back focused. So after you let the water run over your body, you are gonna come in with that soap, okay? And the reason that I said something about the black soap is that a lot of times the soaps at the store have so many extra things in them that you should not be using. And I try to go by, if I cannot pronounce it, I do not need to be using it. Y'all do what y'all gonna do. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what I do. You do what you gonna do. And I think a lot of people struggle with true cleanliness because everything is has so much fragrance in it. I don't want to go on a rant about the fragrances, okay? I'm not going to go on a rant about it, but you should try to find soaps without fragrance so you can make sure that you are cleaning properly, okay? So I go in strong, you know, getting that face scrub down from the top, from your hairline, okay, to behind your ears, cleaning your ears. I'm intense, so I'm going to clean out my nose as well while I'm in the shower. I want to come out renewed, okay? Scrub your face completely down, getting underneath your chin, cleaning your throat, the sides, and the back of your neck. This is a big miss for a lot of people. You got to clean that neck. And I know people ain't cleaning the back and in their ears neither. Let me mind my business. We're going to keep on moving, okay? So you cleaning the back of your neck. I know a lot of people are saying that they cannot reach their back. I guess God has blessed me in a different way. I mean, even if you got to get that elbow, okay, to be cleaning behind your shoulders and mid-back, to cleaning the sides, to getting up, but I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you should be able to reach here. If you cannot, okay, if you cannot reach your back while you are cleaning, You need to get one of the bristle things that got the reach on it, or one of the long rags. My husband got me an exfoliating rag, which is everything, okay? Get that rag and get it going, okay? Get it going down. Get it going on the other side, get it going down. Make sure that you are cleaning your back. And I hope that you have a wonderful spouse that is helping you with that, okay? But if you don't, and sometimes they just don't be at home when you taking your shower, just make sure that you are getting your back, okay? You're going up and down. You get that shoulder, okay, you come on down. Get that arm. I scrub my hands when I'm in the shower, okay? Come back up that arm. Get in that pit, okay? Shoulder, arm, inside your arm. Get that hand, get your pit, okay? You're coming across. You're making sure you're getting all of this. I'm trying to get under my... Excuse me, y'all, okay? So, y'all getting all of this, right? You're scrubbing like you should. I am a woman that is not well endowed in the breast area, but if you are, and even the smaller, you should be cleaning under your breast, okay? So, get up under there, and if you hear, get up under there, okay? Clean up under your breast. Make sure you are getting this middle area, that you are scrubbing your full abdomen, okay? Getting the sides, moving on down. I mean, it should all get hit. Your thigh, the top of your thighs, the inside of your thighs, the back of your thighs, okay? The outside of your thighs, outside of your rumpa, okay? The outside, the back, underneath, get up in there, okay? Front area. Now, I am going to say this. You should be able to go on, women and men, go on and clean your private areas, okay? Men, please get up underneath there. Women, get around there. Now, this is where we should not have to be all up in there, okay? It creates juices and all kind of things that will go on and clean it out. So if you are smelling aromas, now let me take aromas back, because aromas is what I think of when something good is coming out the kitchen. When you are smelling a stench, it is probably coming from something that's going on inside of your body. So I'm going to come back to that, but I'm saying that to say that you should not have to be intrusively cleaning into your private area. If we seen a man putting a Q-tip in his area, we would think that was crazy, but we don't think so much about that when we are cleaning our area. So moving on down, making sure you get your knees behind your knees, that you are scrubbing your shins, the back, your calves, getting your feet. I mean, they carry your body all day. I like to get a little massage going down there when I'm scrubbing my feet, okay? And scrubbing the bottom, the top of your feet, in between your toes. Okay, so we got that wash. We done got the lather and the scrub going on our body. Take your time. Rinse from the top to bottom again. I know a lot of people don't wet their hair daily. I do. Because the whole thing need hydration, okay? So when I go do my hair, it need hydration just like my skin does. Your skin is your biggest organ. So once you are coming out of that shower and you get all dried off, get to moisturizing your full body, okay? I use shea butter and olive oil. Make sure that you're moisturizing, and that love to yourself, that caressing, it is also helping things move around, okay? When you just go and moisturize your body from your top to bottom, people have gotten real confused that you need to look pretty and not clean. That they can spray some fragrance on and do their makeup and have crusties in their eyes, okay? you doing lipstick and you ain't washed your mouth, okay? So We need to refocus back on the basics of hygiene and really thoroughly cleaning ourselves. Okay, so you get the moisturizing done. Now, back to the health part of it. Okay, so I do not take any medications. I use herbs. And I started using herbs with Crystal. I think it's the Goddess Collection. I know it's the Goddess Collection. It's her website to get the herbs you need. They're very specific to what they help. You know, if you are not at the point where you can just go to a holistic store and buy your own herbs. But at this point, I'm just making my own herb mixes that I take daily. When you are proactive, you don't have to be reactive, okay? So if you are doing things daily for your health, you don't have to, when something goes wrong, you know, your mind is going quickly on things that you can do to now fix it. So I drink herbs daily. I drink water. I know that's not everybody's thing. You know, there's some times when I want something a little more. I'll make me some lemonade. I use Zoka sugar. It's a vegan cane sugar. But I'll make me some lemonade. I do enjoy a good glass of lemonade, okay? But other than that, water, herbs, okay? And with the, I have been coming across women talking about UTIs and yeast infections a lot. Now, the first thing I would be concerned about is those. There's other reasons, you know, you could have an STD, a STI, but it has come very apparent to me that has become a regular thing. And I don't know that I have ever dealt with that. I was actually at the store, and the way the cashier was talking to me, I was kind of drawn back, like, is that something you just be sharing with a stranger? But it was so normal for her that, yes, it was. Okay. She was like, yeah, after this, I'm about to go get my prescription. They need to come on with it. You need to clean out your body. You need to clean out your body. Yeast infections literally come from you eating too much yeast. And it's like oozing out of you. So I will always promote a good fast. And I live by that. You know, when things are going wrong, even me starting to get the sniffles or cold from being around other people, I will go and shut it down. Push away my plate. And I am a big believer in fasting and praying, you know, to get close to God. But there is, and you should be, but if you are just feeling not your best and you don't know what's going on, give your body a break. Give your body a break. And I know a lot of people feel like they cannot do it, that they can't fast, that they will die. Okay. You are not going to die. Okay. You are not going to die. And especially most of us have reserved fat that our body can use. So you're going to be okay. And even if it's just intermittent fasting, if you're just like going half your day without eating, you know, just start cutting back a little bit. I'm not telling people that have never fasted to go on a 3-day nothing fast. That your body will react to that strongly. But if you start intermittent fasting where you're just going half the day and giving your body a break on not eating and stop eating by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you will feel the difference. And you can start building that into doing water fasting, you know, where you're going a day with just drinking water and building on to being able to go a few days and then being able to dry fast. But that's something you will need to build up into. And also when you start fasting that way, you need to be eating to be fasting. You have to be putting nutrients in your body and cutting down your meals going into fasting. So say you're about to go on a fast 3 days prior, you'll eat your meals. 2 days you should be cutting a meal out. The day before your fast, you should be down to 1 meal. You're fasting, eating a meal coming off your fast, going back to your 2 meals, going back to your 3 meals. You're cycling it that way for your body to not go into shock from it. Okay? The other thing I wanted to discuss with women, and it's so funny because when I first thought about it, I was like, okay, you need to give a warning to let the men clear out. But I think that it is very important for men to start learning feminine health. You are partnering with women, you have daughters, you have nieces. It's okay for you to be aware. We are aware of your health. In every aspect, women are aware of what men need and how to help them. Y'all gotta get more aware of what's going on with us. I will tell you from personal experience that I did not know that we were not supposed to be putting things into our vagina. I started using tampons when I was staying with my father, and my stepmother that's what she was getting me. I had toxic shock. I was not putting them in properly. She was buying them thinking that I knew how to use them. I did not. I had toxic shock and I passed out from it. It is so dangerous. And I didn't even learn my lesson. Let me tell you. I didn't even learn my lesson from that because I was still using them after that because I really didn't even know that that's what had caused me to be. Child, the things we don't know, right? I didn't even know that that's what was causing me to feel so ill. But I did learn how to properly insert them, and I was using those for years. I also was getting birth control, letting them shoot something into my body that I had no idea what it was. And when I came to the epiphany, because I was in a deep depression, that it was from the birth control, and I came off of it, all the things that I was reading about it, and now they have the commercial for the depot shot. If you took this, you could have a brain aneurysm, if you or your family member. So be very aware of the things that you are letting people give you. And I also was on it way longer than I should have been, because the nurse that was giving it to me never said, your max is 5 years on this. Women, it's poison. Do not put birth control in your body. Do the other things that you need to be doing, and not. I am an avid promoter of waiting until you are married. I know that is so far gone from this time, and I also did not live it. Okay, so let me put that out there before people come like, okay, she said that. I knew she had a boyfriend before she got married. Da, 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 da. Okay, I did, but there was so much regret behind it. There was so much regret that I was with people before I was married. Okay. And the other thing is that your body takes months, women. And this is not even, we shouldn't even be using condoms. To be putting plastic in your body. Okay, let me backtrack because I was on a roll. So, even after that, I was using a cup. I was using a cup for my periods that I was inserting to collect the blood and dump it out because I was so disgusted by my periods. I didn't even want it in my trash. Okay, this is how turned off I was from the things that women experience themselves. I was like, I do not even want it collecting in my trash anymore. What can I do to not have to see it? I already have to deal with it. What can I do not to see it? I ordered this cup and I was inserting it and letting it collect the blood, dumping it, rinsing it, and putting it back in. I began getting so sick from putting this cup inside of me. And yeah, one day I was like literally on my period and I was like, I have to go get me some pads. I have to go get me some pads. I cannot put this back in because the tampon thing started coming back in my head. Like, okay, girl, you're doing the same thing. So I started using pads again. Anybody knows it feels gross. It is what it is, but whatever you have to do, we have periods, and that is the best way for you to deal with your period, is to have a pad. It is not smart to be inserting something inside of yourself in any terms. Okay, so back to the condom thing. We should not be inserting even condoms in us. I know that I'm going to get backlash from all over, okay? All over about this next topic, but it is something that needs to be said in this time because it is going crazy with people using toys. I know it is going to be hard for y'all to believe, but I never took part in that. I have never, never inserted anything inside myself without a man. Okay, it was his part that was being inserted into me, and more for like, I just couldn't conceptualize, like, I want the touching and the kissing and the loving. Okay, I don't want to be doing it by myself. So the toys are so toxic for you to be using and penetrating yourself with. This is for both. This is for both men and women, because lines are being crossed every day. Okay, lines are being crossed every day. It is not healthy for you to be inserting something non-human into your body. Okay, and we got to really wake up. Like, we have to wake up that is our norm. I know single life is hard, but guess what? If we all wait till we get married, we won't even be really going through that part, right? The reason we're lacking in that area is because we already started something that is not being kept up because we are single. So yeah, back to let's save ourselves for marriage. We're gonna go right back into that. And also, even with the condom thing, it takes months for our body to even register our partner. It takes months. I want to say 6 months, but that seems a little extreme. I think it is, though. For us to even recognize our partner as something normal, or like, okay, this is their mate. Okay, so just imagine what our body is going through with all the other things that we are putting inside, including the yoni eggs. We have to care for ourselves more properly. That we aren't just shoving anything we get our hands on inside of us. I digress. Okay, so that seemed very important to be talking about and sharing. Whew. I need to take some deep breaths. I think I have battled so long with sharing information like this because I did not know how it was going to be perceived. But I know that my purpose is sharing to be helpful to, there has to be a sense of protection that we have for ourselves, that we're just like not letting any and everything happen. Even with the UTIs, I know like cranberry juice is a thing that is promoted so strongly. It is full of sugar. It is full of sugar, and I know a lot of people have used it and swear by it, right? They're like, oh, get the cranberry juice, it's gonna knock it out. I don't know what to say to that it has helped you, but I would promote drinking a lot more water. And I hear people say like, I drink water all the time. But we also do a lot of things that dry our body out. Carbs, sugars, they dry your body out. Junk food, processed food dries your body out. And you need to be like drinking past normal to even regulate your body back out, to start drinking for hydration. So just be very mindful of those things. Another thing in health, I know I said save it to marriage, and that should be very explanatory for the next thing I'm going to go into, but we, and I'm saying we, even though I'm a married woman because I did do it, we have got to a point where we will give our bodies, and this is female and males. I hate, it's a strong word, but I hate that it is sold to women to preserve themselves and not men. It is equally important for you to preserve yourself, to you to hold on to that special thing that is inside of you, because it's getting real ratchet out here. It's getting real ratchet out here, from the people having rage sex because they are angry about the whether it's HIV or herpes, or just these grander things that they are getting from people, and them not exposing that is something that they were carrying, to people having STDs and STIs and not getting themselves checked out and just spreading it around like a forest fire. Okay, we have to start caring for our bodies and protecting ourselves and guarding ourselves from everything that we can be exposed to. I hope that this genuinely helps somebody. I know that some of it might have seemed funny, especially like the washing and the teeth brushing thing. But if you weren't, and I hope that this isn't just coming across to adults, that there are children and teenagers watching these videos, because it is important. It just slips some parents' minds, or that they're focused on other things, that they think you got it. You know, it might even not have came from ill intention, but you know, they just like, oh, you should know how to wash yourself. Sometimes they didn't know how to properly wash themselves. So I'm sharing this for you to really take better care of yourself. And this is self-care. I know a lot of people think like getting your nails done and getting your extensions put in and getting your makeup done is self-care. It's toxic for you. It's toxic for you. And I've never been that girl. I will say that I had got extensions done, but I've never been the type that got my nails done. And even when I did wear makeup, it was like an eyeliner and some lip gloss, you know, or a lipstick. You know, I never was like putting on foundation and but they say don't test, you know, they don't want to test it on animals, but then we're doing it to ourselves, you know. And we're getting that's another thing that's crossing the line. You know, it's not just women doing it anymore. Now men want wigs and stuff on their head. They're spraying on that spray to give them a good lining or fill in where they're receding. It's poison. It's poison. It's poison. It's poison. I just take better care of yourself and those things will come. You know, if you are taking care of your body and you're fleshing your body out and eating the things you need to eat and exercising and stretching and doing the things you need to do, you shouldn't be losing your hair. You shouldn't be needing to cover up your beautiful skin. And I know like people use a lot of teeth whiteners. I used the strips previously when I was in my 20s. You know, I'm like, okay, let me throw these strips on, thinking nothing of it. When you know better, you do better. And for all the things that will get thrown up that I used to do, okay, I know better now and I'm doing differently. I'm above that. I shouldn't have did that, but I ain't gonna cut it out because I did do it. So, but yeah, I hope that this was very helpful. That you took something away from it, that it helped you, that it learned you something, okay, and that you will move forward with this knowledge. God knows what I deserve. God knows what you deserve. I love y'all.